The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second round of the Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club Race of Champions here at Castle Combe in England. I am your host for this evening, Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Welcome out here. We are racing TCR as a part of the TCR Euro Asia scene that was run back in April. We are here at the beautiful Castle Combe in Assetto Corsa. So you have some drivers running around the track now. Just making sure we have audio on our side here. I think we do. There we go, now we can hear him. A lot of familiar names out here on track. Let's take a look at them. So far we have Isaac, that's currently fastest right now. The Swedish Iceman, who's currently being hunted down by last week's race winner, Martin Toth here. Man from the Czech Republic. Third place we have Marlon Young, the Guyanese. Followed by Kurt Moss, the Jamaican, making his first race in his championship. Of course, not able to join us last weekend out, but he did claim the fastest lap points over the week. So he does have some points to his name on the board. In fifth, we currently have Martin Webster, currently on track. Check out who else is on the circuit. Sander van Leeuwen, the Flying Dutchman, currently on track, and made some very bold statements earlier today saying that he will be winning this race. There are two races here to look out for. Race 1 and race 2 are both 20-lap sprints, which will include no pit stops. The tires will be going out to the end though, so it'll be up to the drivers to manage their compounds. Who else we have on track that we can talk about? We have Danny Nasir, who is on track looking to make some big scenes. A lot of the drivers, including Danny, is in the running for the fastest lap time. A lot of the drivers separated by tenths of a second. Who do we have in the pit lane now? I do see Cole Bradbury in the pits, as well as the American Curtis Gregory. Who else do we have that we have not talked about just yet? We do see DeVille Parks now putting in his lap, putting himself on the leaderboard there. Curtis passing our screens there. And there we see Martin Webster just pulling. Sorry, that's Marlon Young pulling over to the side of the track. let's take you through this circuit. Actually, I say that and everyone has now entered the pits, so just using the drone camera, just watching up. This is the lead up to turn 1. It's a long run up here, followed by 2 little kinks. This is the first kink right here. I think we're gonna hear a car passing our screens here. See who it is. It is Martin Webster. Here at the left-hand kink, this is where you start heavy braking. You see all these tire marks that are going off the track. It is very easy to get it wrong around here. A long sweeping right-hander here. There you see Isaac Nielsen passing our screen there. Now down the straight here. We are using the historic layout, so of course we are closing off the chicanes here. But the racing should be very, very quick around here, which this is just an essential oval. Basically a bowl around here if you just look at the track, top down. Followed by here, now coming at the end of the straight where this is a kink. Do you dare to take it flat out? I really call this kink the straight before Canada corner. If you are familiar with Road America, you know how this kink works here. It's up to you if you want to do a little lift or you want to take it flat out, but you need to hit that apex there or else you will be flying into this wall here. Following along well now, still flat out even through this little turn here, but as soon as you straighten this car out, it is hard on the brakes getting to that braking zone. This is an overtaking spot for the drivers. It's going to be a long right-hander. Who's going to hold it if they go side by side around here? And now the back straight, as there you see Martin Webster going through it right now. Once again, another closed off part of the track, another chicane here. Completely flat out. Coming up to the last corner. The braking zone, I will say, is that yellow line. The yellow line right there, that is really the braking zone. As soon as you cross over it, you're slamming hard on the brakes and getting the car turned in. You want to hit this apex right there to get the best line down to the front straight. As there you see 3 cars running down the front straight now. Kind of interested to see who that is, so let's go. Driver's eye with Cole Bradbury. Ooh, Cole just getting a little bit wrong there. Can he recover it? It is very easy to recover these cars. Keep in mind, the Cooper Leone TCR is a front-wheel drive. TCR, touring car racing. These cars are all front-wheel drives. So it is not that difficult to really race with. A lot of drivers don't really like the front-wheel drives. So, 13 minutes and 23 seconds left to go on track here. The drivers making sure they are joining our official Discord. See Isaac teleporting into the pits. Fastest time right now is a 1:3:22, followed by Martin Toth, a 1:3:29. Then it's Marlon Young with a 1:6:35. All the drivers from the top 5 separated by tenths of a second. It's only until we get to Santa Run Leeuwen that we can now call the 101s. Bit of a train over here. Let's keep an eye on it now. We have Sander, Isaac, and Danny. all on track. I do see another driver in the background. Let's see what kind of racing we can expect. I can tell you guys right now, if you were there from the start, if you were there for TCR Euro Asia, you would remember the traffic jams we would have racing these cars. Door to door, 9 to 5. No matter where you look, it's always traffic season. I think my favorite race in this championship was, of course, the first round. Tsukuba Circuit. The TCR's 20 drivers on Tsukuba. That was an amazing race to watch. It's on our YouTube channel if you do want to go check it out after the stream. That was an amazing race to watch. Every driver, side by side, door to door, wherever you look, there's always a battle. It was one of the most entertaining races I have ever seen in Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Start to finish, it was just chaos. But all the racing was very clean. Very nice little line of drivers down here. This is what you can see when the racing calms down after like lap 3. I do want to get a top shot of these drivers here. Check this out. This is a shot you don't get often here in practice of all things. A handful of drivers on the back straight. We do have a little bit of a battle there. Let's see. It's Danny Nasir and Sander. Sander tucking in behind. Does he try to make a move? He looks to. A little bit of contact. Slides through. Those drivers just racing each other right now. Danny Nasir. Ooh, losing out. More contact. This is proper racing right here. A lot of bumping, as we see now. I think they're all just hustling each other at this point, not really caring about times right now. Ooh, it's a tap. Isaac giving a little bump there. Sander and Isaac, you know, both drivers who are not afraid to pull their elbows out. Okay, now they're getting a little bit too clumsy out there. But this might be the racing we could expect. Of course, not that dirty. That cannot afford them any sort of penalty, especially for each other. Yeah, they're just gonna claw each other out the way. I think they're in voice chat right now. Back on the front straight here. Take a look at this pit lane here. We're not using the pit lane. Well, the drivers don't have to use any pit stops. But it's a very, very tight pit lane coming through here. And coming through up here. Beautiful mod done here. Find this track on Race Department. Apologies, I do not know the creator of it. But you can find this track on Race Department. Very high quality track. Castle Combe, located in the United Kingdom. Isaac and Sander still going at it now. 10 drivers we can look at. Check out the slowest driver on track currently, Curtis Gregory. Not the best of starts in this championship season. Retiring out early on in the DTM championship last week out. Just did not have the right car, the right setup. Had to pull it over. He was just not on pace with the other drivers. Currently last right now, but with reverse grid rules in place for race 2, it is possible that we could see Curtis on the podium. DeVille Parks, I believe we did not see for the first round. But currently on track right now, the Jamaican, one of the Jamaicans on track here. Currently P9 with a 103.781. Curtis actually putting his time up now into 8, so he is slowly improving. Cole Bradbury in the pits right now, nothing to talk about, as well as Danny Nasir. Sander in the wall right now. Sander had a great showing out last week in Argentina. He did show some good skills out there and managed to put that car on the podium. Ooh, as he's just more contact, not getting that car set up properly. Martin Webster in the pits right now. So just taking a look at times here in just a moment. As I do want to start watching Sector 5. So let's watch Kurt Moss now, who is on a lap. Kurt Moss very quick with the TCR cars, knows how to hustle one when you give him any front wheel drive TCR car, especially the Cupra. Currently 4/10 off in the first sector. Now coming around the long right-hander bend, coming to begin the second sector about now. Let's see what he does. 3/10 off the pace. Can he get any improvements on this little final corner here? It looks pretty clean. On exit, a 101.2. That should be around race pace for him. Voice communication chat to have a little word with the drivers before we get this one underway. Ivan now joining the Argentine. Cole putting in a time of a 1:09.57. And let's go join in the chat with the drivers.
Please and thank you if you don't mind.
Mic check.
Yeah, we hear you.
Raul, are we on live stream?
We are live.
Is the voice chat on live stream?
Yep, now it is.
Can you mute it for a bit?
Yeah, we
There
can.
might be some blue. There might be some blue.
Alright, just gonna quickly take a short intermission here. I have to cut out the audio. Just gonna see what the drivers do want to talk about, and then we will come back on right now. You are not missing a single thing. Qualifying is coming up in about 5 minutes time. All right, apologies for that. We are back.
Oh yeah, also, how do
Now
I get the
live.
leaderboards on the left?
I think it's F9.
Oh, it's not showing. Now it is. Thank you.
Curtis, I think we're going to have another Dover Raceway moment where it's us two squabbling.
Well, the good thing about these
Curtis
cars
is
is
gonna win today.
they're pretty strong to take a lot of beating door to door. So if you guys go side by
Meanwhile, the
side,
Hillman. The Hillman, one tap from that, and it was just like, whoa.
yeah, the TCR cars are way more forgiving.
Not one breaking.
All right,
Reverse entry into T1.
we're 40 seconds
He's
away
dead.
from qualifying now. The drivers are getting ready to apologize for a bit of time we were there. We were just talking to the drivers about some stuff on the other side, but looks like we are good to go
Are
now.
the pit lanes like this in real life?
Yes.
This doesn't seem like the safest way to do this.
In real life,
Don't go in so fast.
in real life, there's the paddocks are out of here, so every car just drives on through here. Pretty much. At the start of a qualifying session, they will just drive out and then come back in at the end, no coming in and out. Well, good luck, guys.
All right, qualifying has started. Yeah, good luck. Let's keep comms clear and be wary of the driver behind who's on a fast.
Is
Pit required for the
No,
race?
no mandatory pit stops at all.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I would recommend pitting because inexperienced tires only last around 10 laps.
If you know, it's up to you. Just do your testing. If you feel like the tires will fall off, do what you need. But it's not mandatory at all. You can run these tires to the very end.
It's just watch the tire wear.
All right, good luck, guys. Qualifying has begun here. And I am looking at a lot of traffic on track here. I do want to find out where it is. They're going to find them all down here.
Is there a real penalty on
Yep.
for
should be.
contracts?
Yep.
Okay. I saw some people going wide earlier.
We're watching it anyways.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Qualifying underway. A lot of drivers coming on to their first hot laps. There's not much room on the track here, so a lot of the guys are going to really want to be wary of where they are on track. They only have 15 minutes to put in their fastest lap to set the grid for race 1. This Grand Prix here. A lot of the drivers in a line here. Taking a look now, I see Curtis, I see Marlon Young looking up ahead, Martin Webster, the other Guyanese X-Play driver, and Cole Bradbury, the driver who is at home, might I add. I know Cole's very excited to race here as soon as we announced it, just like last week where we had Ivan racing at home. This week we have Cole at his home. So all the drivers running through the circuit now. Coming around the final corner, a lot of them can start putting in their laps now. We're not going to see them just yet. We do have to wait for them to put in about 2 laps. But I can tell you right now that Sander is currently on pole, followed by Martin Webster and Marlon Young as these first laps roll on now. I do see a bit of lockup on turn 1. Martin Webster going a little off track there. There you see Martin, a bit of an issue. Missing out. There's really only one line to take through that corner. pretty quick there, setting 3 greens, and now we can start looking at the timing board. Check that out. Ivan putting his time into P7, but currently on provisional pole, it is Sander van Leeuwen with a 1 minute .198. Next up, we have Kurt Moss, who has done a 1 minute 4:110. We're gonna go on board with him right now. We're gonna check out this lap now on driver's eye. Going up the hill here. See how quick he is looking. Looking pretty clean around the first proper braking zone of turn 1. A little bit wide off of corner exit there. Now coming up to the long right-hander here. It's kind of carousel-like. Back on the power here. 2/10 off of the fastest time. Can he do anything in the second sector? Yeah, he is. He's matched it, in fact. Just about matches it with Sander coming around the final corner. And I'm putting in a time of a 1:01. That was a 1 minute 4:110. So let's check out who else is on the fast one here. Taking a look at the front straight there. There we see Isaac passing our screen. And let's pick up on now Sander van Leeuwen. Currently on the drone camera right now, checking out his lines. Little bit off track. He is going to lose a decent amount of time for that one. Martin Toth putting a time of 1 minute 8:70, puts him up into P4. Sander hustling that car. He might have done a bit of a cut track there. As they're getting out the way. And now Sander hustling that Cupra Leone Competizione. And check that out. He has matched his second sector perfectly. As you see, 0.000. He is on the ball here, coming across the line, and it's not going to be any improvements at all. As he did cut the track earlier in the lap. Checking out Isaac now, currently P11, has not set a lap yet, but currently on a flyer now. Can he put one together? We're going to find out in just a couple moments' time. We're going to see what Isaac does through here. Looking clean, way cleaner than what we saw Sander do earlier in the lap. Hard on the brakes now, coming up to the right-hander here and then straightening up the car on corner exit, a little bit off track. Its car back rolling on the tarmac. Small kink up here, straightening up the car now. Coming down the straight here. Final turn coming across the line, and that is his lap there. Again, I guess he went off track, so that is not going to count. We do see in the chat, it's Klaus Clint. Good race, guys. Go on, Team Vikings. Klaus not able to join us here today, but he is in spirit for Team Valhalla and Team Ragnarok. Let's pick up on the next driver here. Let's take a look at DeVille Parks now. Check out how his lines are on the track here. Taking a look at how he takes turn 1 up here now. DeVille now taking a very wide line. Misses the apex by quite a bit. Back out on straight now. Little tap on the brakes. Shouldn't lose you too much much time. Looking good so far. There you see Martin Toth behind him. Of course, a spec series. This race is. Gets on the brakes now. And just getting to the end of that apex there, coming across the line. So 102.957. I do want to catch on to Martin Toth here. Currently on a lap now. A part of the Valhalla racing program, the Viking racing program, whatever you want to call it. And take a look at this. Kurt Moss, the fastest time now. Up on the board with a 1:0.052. This might be the battle for pole position as both drivers now coming out into traffic here. Kurt Moss and Sander van Leeuwen, both drivers who are looking to be the stars of this action-packed movie here. Marlon Young currently third. He does need to take off 5/10 off of that time. Easier said than done. Before Martin Toth, I know he can get that time up to be way quicker. Taking a look back down to Kurt Moss here, who is following up Sander now, so we're going to get to see both times. Oh, Kurt Moss going to teleport that straight into the pits. And take a look at that. Sander on course to try to be the first driver in the 59s in this session here. Currently 0.175. He is going purple and going quick. Taking a look now. Let's see when he crosses over Sector 2. He's looking very fast. Oh, he is looking very quick. He has 1 corner to go. On the brakes now. And coming across the line, and it is a time of a 59.783. Sander, the Flying Dutchman, the first driver, now in the 59s. What can Kurt Moss say about that? What can all the other drivers say about that? Martin Toth now pushing down Marlon Young for P3. Isaac in the pits right now. Marlon Young on track there. Keep an eye on Martin. I do want to just watch his first sector. Let's see if he does have what it takes to battle with the 2 drivers ahead of him. It's 2/10 off. Where is Kurt Moss? Kurt now beginning his hot lap here. This is sometimes where I just wish we had side-by-side cameras to watch just multiple drivers at once. Martin Toth pulling over and going to take the car back into the pits. And Kurt Moss 3/10 off. It's just the first corner that is very difficult for a lot of the drivers to get right. There we see Martin Webster looking very clean. Actually, he does go a little bit wide. It has to do a lot more steering input. And there you see Martin Webster passing our screens there. Kurtz is looking green. Currently a P9 there. Bit of contact maybe? No, we do see 2 drivers entering the pits there. Ooh, but he's a second off in the second sector. Probably had to back out. 2 minutes to go in qualifying. Most of the drivers are on the track now. Ooh, take a look at this drift. The front wheel drive Cupra's managing to hold on for dear life as Sander kicks the back end. And he's gonna lose that lap time. Kurt still 3/10 off. Marlon Young now coming across the line to start a faster lap now. Two-tenths for Marlon Young in the first sector there. Looking at Isaac now coming out of the last couple of corners. And coming around the final corner, he's actually 3 seconds off. So once again, drivers having to back out. 40 seconds left to go in this qualifying session. And a lot of drivers scurrying to get to the checkered flag. Or can they get to the start-finish line before the timer runs out? They'll be able to have one more go at it. Kurt and Sander, not too sure if they can make it. Sander cannot make it to the line. It's going to be close for Kurt if he can get there. And it looks like he might be able to cross the start-finish line to start one more lap. Sander, however, I don't think he can make it. On board with him now. 3, 2, 1. He's not going to make it. The lap he's on is his final lap. He's not going to do it. Kurt Moss, is this the lap for pole position? On board with him right now. This has to be a proper fast one if he wants to put this thing on pole position. 0.154 off the pace already in the first sector. A 10.5 off. However, it is not over yet. If he could get a clean second and third sector, we could be seeing him on pole position. Ooh, clips the curb a little bit. Not the smoothest of exits, probably losing fractions of a second. Crossing over the second sector, 2/10 off. And it just looks like, ooh. He teleports to the pits, and that's going to be his lap done. We do have 2 more drivers on track. We're going to go find them. Ooh, Isaac is one of them. Not looking quick at all. And DeVille Parks. Not getting that lap in time. And that is going to be your qualifying complete. All right, nice qualifying. Congratulations, Sander, Kurt, Martin.
GG easy.
Yeah, it was a good lap from you, 59 there. Is that the fastest lap of the whole week?
Hold on. Yes, no, slightly not. But I can be quicker.
I think Mike did a 7.5.
If he beats that time in the race, does he get the points instead?
No.
Points didn't even go out this week. I didn't see who got the points.
They did. It's because I just edit messages that I sent in the
Is there? Will there be safety car?
No, there will not. That is the thing for this race here.
Are there safety cars?
Not at all.
Piss break.
These 2 races will not have any safety cars at all. So if there is an incident, we are still going racing. We're not going to stop at all. I will offer like a 1 red flag for race 1. We can't do it for race 2, but if there actually is like a huge cluster, lap 1, turn 1, race 1, I can do 1 red flag, and then we can go and try it again.
Yeah.
Of course, we can.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, let's try to avoid that. Race 2, we can't do that though.
Yeah, can you just all avoid just checking up into each other at turn 1, because it is known as literally a death spot. And on this layout, when it was like this, many people had ended up passing in the term of not overtaking. So yeah, everybody enjoy the race after me going into that dark conversation.
I think the grid is going to be very tight.
Oh, it is here, and I've seen cars lose rear tires around here watching racing.
Yeah, the grid is going to be kind of packed. Well, let's check it out right now then. You guys should be on the grid about now.
Yeah, it's staggered partially. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, it is kind of close.
In summary, if there's a bog down by someone, we're all dying.
Did I miss something? I was on the toilet.
No, just
Yes,
gonna note
and
that. Oh yeah, sorry, Cole, you can go.
Someone, everyone, do not check up. People have literally died there. And off this grid here, please, if anyone checks up, it will literally be a disaster. That's all. Enjoy.
Yeah, and we're gonna.
But I'll be in front, so no worries.
And I'm offering lap 1, race 1, turn 1. If there's a big crash, we can call a red flag and do this again. But this is just for this race only. No formation lap, Martin. You guys are going on the lights. So you got a minute to go.
Forgot to load the race setup. I'm on the qualifying, so I have no fuel.
You can still click teleport to. Oh, actually, I'm not too sure.
No, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I don't. If you want to try rejoining, you could. You could rejoin right now. It'll put you back on the grid.
Is there anything I can do? I forgot to put fuel in.
Oh no.
No, I can't do shit. Anything about that.
You know what? I can restart this thing if you guys want to play.
No, not 2 minutes again.
Oh no, we've all got on the grid.
We're rejoining
More
now.
prep
Oh,
time.
2 minutes.
Thank you.
Dude, if you guys didn't load up the setup, because that is a bit of a hiccup.
Imagine having different setups. Imagine having different setups.
Yeah. Make sure. I don't think that the setups will change. I think it was only like the pit stop strategies that did reset. But
when you reset it, the setup won't change.
no, it's just it was just the pit stop strategy that used to change when we did that. So your regular setup will stay the same.
Because I already on good. I didn't check none of it. I just
That's
went straight
fine.
back on the
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, are we doing the reverse grid again? Like for the next race?
Next race will be
2
reversed.
races, yeah.
Yeah, next race.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Curtis, you know what to do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready for this race here. 1 minute to go. The British Grand Prix, the TCR Euro Asia scene, is next. Welcome everyone to TCR Euro Asia Series. It's the second round of the Race of Champions. You have 30 seconds left to go before we begin this race here. Welcome everyone out. The grid is staggered. We are here at Castle Combe for what will be an exciting race here. The drivers are getting ready. We might hear them say their last good lucks now in the chat. Good luck, guys.
Eternity is over.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Here we go. Good luck, guys. This should be a good one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights, and we go racing! Staggered grid, but they get off to a very good start here. Coming up to the first turn. Is it going to be clean? That's what the drivers are praying for. On the brakes now, we do see one driver going in a little too hot there. Little bit of contact here and there.
Come on, Greg, what's wrong with you?
Staying green, staying green.
Of course it's me.
And the whole field did
Oh,
not
that
get
makes you
taken
stay
out. We do have 6 drivers who did survive to get out of that one clean. But it is Sander leading this one. Let's get on now with
It
the...
gave me a cut course or something as well. I'm not sure. For some reason it's not appearing.
We see Garrett got a drive-through for a jump start. But it is Sander and Kurt, the top 2 drivers. It is Jamaica versus the Netherlands. Here we go. This is going to be a good race to watch here. Ooh, Sander on the defense right now. Goes a little off track. We look in the background. There we see Marlon Young going up against Martin Toth. Not the correct Martin. Check that out. DeVille Parks has found himself up into P5. Ivan Marino into P6. These are all drivers who did not qualify well. Coming back up here. This is still your battle for the lead. Looking back the rest of the order, we have Isaac, Martin Webster, who now finds himself in a bit of a battle between himself and Cole. Danny Nasir not too far behind. Gareth Hugh having a drive-through penalty that he must take. But 20 laps of racing coming up now. This is where strategy is going to come into play. And when I mean strategy, I don't mean pit stops. I'm talking about saving your tires. Is it worth to save your tires for now, or do you keep them to the very end? Do you rush now, putting in your full pace? It's up to the drivers. We're going to see how this race unfolds, but I will deliver this information to you right now that this race is going to come down to the wire. It's all going to come down to the man who has the best tire-saving strategy. Tavar Clark saying he's apologizing for missing this one out. It is no worries there, sir. We hope to see you in the next one soon. Drivers are now starting to spread apart. Now Sander building that gap up. Martin Toth, however, just can't shake off the Guyanese of Marlon Young. Marlon Young looking very fired up here today. On the brakes now, going through here. Sander now putting in another fastest lap of 1 minute .255. Marlon hustling that TCR. Cooper Leone Competizione. A lot of battles going on now. We're going to start seeing, I do see in the background, Ivan on the charge against DeVille Parks. Ooh, and there we see on the outside. Can he make a move done there? Not just yet. Ivan trying to close up the gap now. The gap is 5/10, the closest battle we have on track here. Trying to get that slipstream. Isaac is not that far behind, and he is closing up. There we see on board with Isaac. Can he get a 2-for-1 special here at Castle Combe? We're going to find out right now. Are they side by side? They almost are. And it looks like Ivan was just able to sneak past DeVille. Can DeVille make a move onto the inside? Looks like he's just going to have to tuck in. And now Isaac is on the charge. He has 2 drivers ahead of him now. Trying to go for position. Isaac looking very quick. He did get in that, like, entanglement on the first lap there. Isaac has a way better run than DeVille. Some moves being made in the background. I believe Cole sent it on the inside of Martin Webster. Side by side, Isaac goes. And DeVille is just going to have to back out of that one. Taking a look back here, and looks like Martin Webster actually is not having a good time out there. Gets back on track. Danny Nasir is there. Ooh, Danny Nasir forced off the track. He's going to have to break off track. Just narrowly misses out on Martin Webster there. Doesn't decide to lift, and in fact keeps it on the gas, trying to get the move done. And Curtis now is going to get that position, maybe? Yes, he is. Curtis making that move now, coming back up here. Take a look at this. Martin Webster door to door, side by side. Coming up to turn 1. On the outside, can he complete the move? Tucks in to defend that position, and Martin Webster is actually going to go a little bit wide there. It's going to help Cole climb back into this battle here. Take a look at this, the battle for P8. Cole now tucking in, trying to get the slipstream now. A little bit onto the brakes. Martin Webster taking all that curb as much as he can. Great battling going on here. Isaac going off track, and Ivan.
Oh.
Will be looked at.
The race is ruined.
Look at after the race. There is 2 races. Remember, second race is reverse grid. That'll be looked at after. Take a look at this. Danny Nasir on Ivan, though. So was there contact between the 2 drivers? We weren't there to watch the whole thing, but we could tell you right now that it is under investigation. Incident between Ivan and Isaac under investigation. Will be looked at after the race. So now Ivan now put into the back of this field. Luckily for him, this is 2 races. So the second race will be a reverse grid, and as it stands right now, him and Isaac will be sharing the front row for race number 2. If it stands like this is now, Danny Nasir having to defend big time here. Check this out, looking up here now, Cole and Martin cannot get enough of each other at the front back here. And looks like they're both closing in on DeVille Parks. Cole, though, the man who is driving at his backyard, has a good run. Martin closing the door just a little bit there. Cole wise to just lift off the gas.
Is there a mandatory pit?
No, there is not.
Okay.
Taking a look at from the little marshal's post there. That Cole is getting closer now. Can he make a move onto the inside? It's very ballsy if he does. Now he's going to back out. And by backing out a lot, he has Curtis, Danny, and some of the other drivers into the background there. Cole and Curtis side by side, old teammates of Slush Team Racing. Great battles back here. This is why I love watching touring car racing. Take a look at this. Curtis onto the inside. Taps to take a little bit of the grass. A souvenir for his tires. Onto the inside. Now he loses the back end. He sticks it. Danny Nasir and Ivan coming up now. Amazing racing down in the back here. 4 cars, the battle for P7. It could be the battle for P5 if both of the drivers work together. Ivan losing out a bit of time. Danny Nasir tucking in onto the inside, defending that position. There you see Ivan looking very feisty. Has he got the slipstream now? Does he move to the inside? No, he does not. Coming back up the field now, Martin Webster now on the back end of DeVille Parks. He's a little too far. Ivan making the move on Danny Nasir. Danny a little far now from the field. I think he might have run off the track. Back up here now. Curtis has an almighty run here. Cole completely missed the apex. Curtis using the slipstream and taking it onto the inside. A lot of these drivers, I can tell, they are having fun out there, battling each other for position. This is what CMRSC is all about. As we see Cole trying to switch to the inside and was a little too sudden on the track. Ooh, Sander taking a little bit of a cut track here, but looking up at the front, it is Sander pulling away now, 2.8 seconds, followed by Kurt Moss and Martin Todd. Marlon Young here kind of alone now, trying to catch up to the battle here. Who's off track? Is it Cole? Cole sliding completely off the racing surface. Martin Todd on the pit. Cole has retired. Why has Martin Todd pitted? Are the tires already going off now? Marlon Young running off as well. The tires are coming off now. Remember, pit stops are not mandatory, they are optional. Just keeping that in mind, you guys. So now is the time where the tires are going to be going out. Isaac hopping into the pits. This is interesting now. I did not expect the drivers to get into the pits, but looks like we are going to get some strategy coming through here. I really didn't expect it. One thing's for sure, we do have some battles down here. Curtis now fighting off DeVille Parks, who is now shuffled down the order a bit. Martin Webster letting go free. But it's just very interesting to see this. And Cole, I'm very surprised he retired. I'm not too sure why. Hopefully we can get a word from him in the media pen. Why did he retire? I know he ran off track, but dude, it's a reverse grid next race. He would have had pole. I don't know. There might be a little bit more issues we do not know about. One thing's for sure, he's out of this one. The second retirement out of this one in race number 1. We are down to 10, but let me tell you right now, this is a good race we are watching here. It's lap 12 of 20 here at Castle Combe. And the tires are dying. Bono, my tires are gone, they are saying. Danny Nasir losing out a bit of time to Ivan looking up the field. Now the drivers are starting to spread apart now, as I think it's all about tire management. We're going to be watching some of the times on the board now as we see Marlon Young doing a 102.0. Martin Webster has Curtis for company. DeVille putting in his personal best 102.3. But we know that Isaac and Martin Todd, the two drivers who decided to make a risky pit stop, now have fresh rubber. Martin Todd's going to be the first one on the scene here as he's catching up to Danny Nasir. It's kind of like a Max Verstappen kind of move here. To pit with the closing stages, but having fresher rubber, can he overtake the whole field in time to get back into his position? We will find out now, but I will say, sound the alarms. We're coming up to lap 15, and it is my prediction that this is where the tires are completely gone. Lap 10, the tires are showing signs of it completely gone, and I'd say lap 15, they're out of there. If you were pushing, they are gone from lap 10. If you were conserving, they're gone lap 15. Ooh, bit of moves being made down here. A lot of the drivers being shuffled up. DeVille and Ivan. And I hear in the background Danny Nasir and Martin Toth. They're still snaking each other around now. But it's Ivan on the inside. There you see the other two drivers in the back. Ivan now having to defend from this train here. Martin Toth making moves now. He's already got done with Danny Nasir, and now he is on with DeVille Parks. The fresh rubber is helping him out. Hitting has helped Martin Toth a little, but is he going to get back into his position? Remember, he hit from third. But now it is Ivan leading this group of cars here. Looking back here, DeVille and Danny now about to begin their battle here. A little too far away. Curtis Gregory and Martin Webster currently up at the field now. This is your battle for P4. About to begin their battle here. checking the audio levels. Apologies. A little too far away. Ooh. Both drivers struggling on each other's tires. Both of them had chances to advance past each other, but they just can't grip up and get the power down. Curtis now looks to have the better run, now being in the slipstream. Both are about to slam on the brakes. Curtis, can he save it? Just about. That is a heart-wrenching moment there. Luckily for Curtis, he is still in it. Back down to this battle here. Martin Toth making more moves. The tires are working. Ooh, but Ivan defending the inside. Martin having to slam onto the brakes. There you can see how much Martin is held up, as the tires cannot just grip as they used to. But Martin Toth trying to get the move done, and it looks like he might be able to. They're still side by side. He's gonna have the move done though. Yes, he does. And Danny Nasir also making the move on DeVille Parks. DeVille now down into P9. Isaac now a lapped car. The strategy has not worked for him at all, and now he's chasing behind Kurt Moss. But of course, he's a lapped car. Curtis Gregory now clawing back up onto Martin Webster, who is not enjoying those tires at all. Curtis, however, finding the groove and working with it. Now, Curtis Gregory in the slipstream once again. Looks for a move onto the inside, does not get it. Slamming on the brakes way harder than he wants to. Bit of lock up, it's going to ruin his tires even more. And it's not going to help him now onto the front straight. But if Curtis fails to get past Martin Webster in time, we could see the likes of Martin Toth, Ivan Marino, even Danny Nasir close up into this battle. DeVille, however, won't be seeing that battle anytime soon. He has spun it onto turn 1. Martin Toth, though, is catching up fast. The new rubber is helping him a lot. Looks like he might be able to get up into P4. I don't think he'll be getting to P3 anytime soon, though. But we are arriving at the final lap of this race in race 1. I do see 4 out of 5 cuts for a driver. I think it is DeVille Parks, Isaac, and Kurtz having to go off. I'm not too sure what that's all about. Maybe Kurt wanted to let go of Isaac, and both of them gone off the track. Curtis and Martin Toth battling each other now. And Martin, now remember, this is your championship leader. This is your championship leader. Martin Toth coming across Martin Webster onto the inside. It's going to be close. Bitter contact side by side. Onto the braking zone now. Martin Webster sliding through. And Martin Toth, now both Martins, amazing battle for each other. But Martin Toth has the better rubber. Onto the inside now. Martin Webster sees him, getting his elbows out. Martin Webster is on the outside now, coming into this turn here. Both of them still side by side, coming across the line. Still side by side once again. Who's breaking out of this one? Does Martin Toth try a move? He's gonna have to tuck in. But looking back, Sander Von Leeuwen with the Flying Dutchman wins race 1. Kurt Moss is coming up now to complete that side by side still.
Well done, buddy.
And check this out, Curtis is still in this battle. Kurt Moss is going to finish
Sander.
on P2. Marlon Young looking to finish P3. Not over yet. Keep comms clear, guys. Martin Toth sliding through here. This is a very good battle. Coming up to the line now. Martin Toth is going to have to send one, as well as Curtis. 1 corner to go. This is your battle for P4. It looks like Martin Webster might get away with it. Curtis, can he try anything? No, he can't. That's going to be it. Martin Webster in 4th. Martin Toth in 5th. Curtis in 6th. Ivan 7th. Danny 8th. DeVille 9th. Isaac finishing last, but is going to have provisional pole. What a race.
That was some good racing at the end there.
Love that battle at the end there. You guys made that race really entertaining. Awesome. Awesome stuff. You guys can drive into the pit. We are getting ready for race 2, so don't go anywhere. And let's start with our top 3 here, starting with Marlon Young, getting herself up into P3 after a bit of strategy from the drivers ahead of you. How was that race for you there, Marlon?
It was okay in the beginning, but then my tires kind of started giving me hell coming onto the end, so I had to try hard to hold the car stable. And I gotta say thank you to Martin, but he was quick though, but I guess I did enough to keep him behind me.
Indeed. Yeah, that was a very good race from you, but then it just got a little bit lonely for yourself coming to the end there.
Yeah, well, I couldn't push anymore. I was just trying to hang on to the car. Every time I go into turn one, the car wanted to get out from under me, so I had to take my time.
Right. Well, that's some very good points from you. I know that you didn't score many points last year. I don't think you scored any points at all. So
I didn't score any. I lost out in the last part of the race last week.
Luckily, you can now put some good points on the board. Good luck in the second race.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Kurt Moss running in P2 now. Good race from you as well. Early on, we did see you having a good battle with Sander. How was that one?
Yeah, after the first 2 or 3 laps, man, like Sander is just way more consistent and he's really faster than I am, so I could just try to hold on as best as I could. I had a little battle going with Martin Troth, but I think he pitted for whatever reason, I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty much a lonely race after that.
How were the tires for you coming up towards the end of that?
Dead.
No grip at all to push, huh?
Not at all, so I was just trying to take it easy to bring it home. I had enough gap between myself and Marlon, so I just tried to cruise home.
Well, good position to finish in. Congratulations on the P2. Good luck in the second race.
Respect.
In P1, though, you called it. Sander, the Flying Dutchman, wins race 1 of this one. Sander, how was that one for you?
Boring. Not to be harsh to Kurt. It was fun at the start, trying to keep you behind. And then, as he said, yeah, I was just more consistent and consistently quicker. I was saving the tires from lap 1 on, because I knew they were gonna die pretty quick. I think they held on to like 15 laps, and then the left front was like dead, or around that. And then, yeah, pretty much boring race, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much simple race, but I can tell you right now, this next race, you're gonna have a lot of fun. When I was watching on stream for the drivers who are now gonna have to start in the back, you guys have a lot of work to do to catch up, because these guys, I'm watching battles with 5 cars at once going for P4, even sometimes. So, have a good race, guys, in the second one, and Sander, congratulations on that win, and good luck in the reverse grid.
Thank you. Isaac is gonna do good, I think.
I hope.
No, you'll be starting at the front, aren't you?
I won't be at the front if I get murdered.
True.
All right, here we go. Final race of the day. We have 2 minutes until we go racing. It is race 2 of 2. Both races worth big points. Anyway, I do hear from the media pen. Martin Toth said he wanted to try a different strategy, but just didn't work out. We did see some great moves from him coming up to the end, but I think all in all, it was just a loss. This is a reverse grid. So there you see all the drivers lined up now, getting ready for this one here. So looking at the grid now, it is Isaac on pole, followed by DeVille Parks, Danny Nasir, Ivan Mourinho, Curtis Gregory, Martin Toth, Martin Webster, Marlon Young, Kurt Moss, and Sander Van Leeuwen. We, of course, lost Cole Bradbury and Gareth Hugh, unfortunately, early in this race. So they will not be participating in this one. Mike Van Dorn, we heard from the media pen as well that he is just not able to make it today. So hopefully we'll see him next week. Speaking of next week, ladies and gentlemen, we go oval racing one last time this year.
Everyone is so close to each other on the grid.
The Caribbean Indy Racing
Sander,
Championship
if you're behind me, then
heads
let me win,
to
please.
Michigan Speedway. That'll be next
week. I don't know if I will. We'll see. I think I don't know.
Good luck, guys. Here we go.
Let's Cole win if he's here.
Oh, he retired, unfortunately.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let race 2 begin. Good start. Looking clean so far. Remember, this is the reverse grid. Fast drivers at the back. Slow drivers up at the front. Already contact there. Keeps it clean. Coming up to turn 1 now above the racetrack here. Ooh, one driver spinning off. They keep it green. Keeping it green. Green flag racing. And now the drivers spreading up now. And there we see all the battles going on. Let's see how quick we can get to the action down below.
You guys stop breaking up on the straight, man.
Oh, it's traffic now. Oh, Sanders run off the track, actually. Kurt Moss complaining a little bit, saying, what has gone on with you guys there? It was Martin Toth who did run off the track. And now we're going to see some action and chaos. Danny Nasir, Curtis, both running off the track. Here we go, baby. The reverse grid of the TCR Euro Asia Series is my favorite race to watch, and you're about to see why. Sander on the inside now, trying to make some moves on P9 there of Curtis Gregory. All the drivers now filing in. But there you see
the inside, bro.
The traffic now. Kurt Moss on the inside. Not too sure who it is with. What, Martin Webster. And look at that. Martin trying a ballsy move onto the inside. Has he made the move? Done. Just about.
Really
Couple drivers spinning and tapping each other on the end. Curtis losing out on that one big time. A lot of the drivers rushing to make a position. Remember, it's 20 laps. You guys gotta be patient. Sander now watching the battle between Martin Webster and Danny Nasiri as Martin Toth behind it for company, but looks like Sander has the better run. Martin Webster looks to the inside. Martin Webster does not defend at all. He's actually squeezing him off the track. Yeah, we're watching it. We're watching it. Martin getting a little bit naughty there with the squeezing there, side by side. Getting their elbows out, Martin Toth, and looks like Martin Webster now battling each other. Webster falling down the order now. DeVille running off the track there. Gets back on. Oh, he's made contact. Oh, even more contact there. Sander running into DeVille.
Nicely done, man.
And check this out. Sander now back down into P9. Let's keep comms clear. It looks like Ivan now getting back into this. Ivan!
Sorry.
And DeVille contact with each other, shuffled them back down the order. Danny Nasir finds himself up into P2. Are they single file or do we find anyone 2x2 at all? DeVille off the track there. But now we take to the skies in the drone camera once again. Great racing out here. Now the drivers single file now. But Danny Nasir, it's now the hunt for the race lead. He's already losing about 4 seconds though. Taking a look down here, Martin Toth and Martin Webster, both the Martins trying to get close to each other. We have a battle back here. Is that Sander? I'm not too sure. We're gonna find out in just a moment here as they cross our screens. Who is that? It's Marlon Young and Sander fighting tooth and nail. A lot of drivers hurting themselves. Cut tracks. As you see in the bottom right hand side of your screen there. Marlon Young holding on for dear life. as the Flying Dutchman is pressuring him hard. And now onto the inside now is Sander. Can he get his way up into the position? Yes, he can, just about. And he's made that move. Taking a look down here, Kurt Moss on Martin Webster, and looks like Martin Webster just have the best of exits on there. Look at that side by side still though. Sander and Marlin. Marlin just having to tuck in now behind the Flying Dutchman. And he's already losing a bit of ground now. 4 tenths now separate Danny Nasir and Martin Toth. This is the battle for P2. And this is what Martin Toth needs. Championship contenders not showing up today or are not having the best of races in the pack. This is a great chance to extend that championship gap. Sander making the move on Martin Webster and finds himself now into P5. Next up, Kurt Moss. Martin Toth now looking to make the move on Danny Nasir. Looks to the outside, doesn't get anything done though. Hard on the brakes Danny is. It looks like Martin Toth just a little bit closer now.
My friend decided it's a good time to blow up my phone when I can't do anything, so if that embarrassed my skill, I'm sorry.
There, Curtis apologizing there. Sander getting 3 out of 5 cut tracks. 5 out of 5 does mean a 10-second time penalty, something they cannot afford in this one. But Martin Toth hunting down Danny close. Very close. In fact, 12 of you guys watching the stream, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are currently at 220 subscribers. We're on the road to 250. It would be awesome if you guys hit that subscribe button. Martin Toth now onto the outside now. A little bit tight there for the two drivers. Danny Nasir onto the inside. Martin Toth, can he do the switchback? No, he cannot. Yes, he can. Just about has a run. He has a really good run now. Danny Nasir on the outside now. Does he lift? They still go flat. And Kurt Moss is catching up to this battle here. And Kurt Moss is actually going to make the move on Martin Toth. Martin going to fight now. Kurt is going to spinning, touches the grass. Oh, no.
Toth, are you on the corner?
And Danny Nasir and Toth make contact. Danny Nasir now being shuffled down to the back of the grid. Drivers Danny Nasir, Martin Toth, and Kurt Moss. That incident will be investigated at the end of the race. So Danny Nasir losing out on that battle. Was there contact? I don't know. But check this out. Sander is now up into P2, looks to be. Yes, it's P2. Moves being made down here. Martin Webster in P8, but it's heartbreak for Danny Nasir running in podium positions. We didn't see it live, but there might have been contact. Ivan now on the roll, looking for P7. If the drivers were pushing hard, they should see the tires dying out by lap 10. And I think Martin Webster is starting to feel those effects. He did not do very well keeping up with dead tires in race 1. But now Ivan closing up the gap. Can he get a good exit on the final corner here to get the best of runs on Martin Webster? Oh, looks like he definitely does. Goes to the inside now. Webster now dropping positions once again. Just hard to keep those tires in check. Ooh, but Martin Webster sends it down. Keeps that position. Oh, he goes wide. Bit of contact there.
All right.
Ivan apologizes to Martin Webster. And Martin is going to slot right back through. Now Martin Webster Having that gap now can start pulling away. Danny Nasir not too far from this battle at all. Taking a look at this battle up here. Martin Toth and Sander van Leeuwen both trying to stick with each other now. But your leader is Isaac Nielsen, the Swedish Iceman. Currently 4.2 seconds in the lead. There you see both Sander and Toth running identical pace. Take a look at that. Ooh, looks like going wide as Ivan, as Danny Nasir is going to make a move there. He's going to take that position, in fact. But a lot of the drivers being split up now. There we see a battle here. Kurt Moss and Curtis Gregory. After that huge slide from Kurt Moss, his tires are completely ruined. It just throws the strategy out the window of saving the tires. Now they're gone. At this point, you're just going to have to fight it. Fighting through the mid-pack now. It looked like he did dip a tire off the track, costing him big time. Now Curtis 6/10 behind Kurt Moss. This is the battle for P5. Isaac putting in a time of a 1 minute .5, a 1 minute .3 for Sander, and a 1 minute .4 for Toth. 101 for Marlon Young. A lot of drivers putting up their PBs. And it looks like Sander is going to start closing the gap on Isaac as Curtis is struggling with those tires now. He's pushing hard. 3/10 the gap. Now he has the slipstream. The slipstream is very powerful around here, especially in the Cupras. Looks like Curtis has a bit of a better exit. The gap is opening up just a bit. Curtis is still in this one. Now Curtis. Ooh, take a look at that. Fastest lap for Sander, 1 minute 2:57. And the gap is now 3.444. It's lap 12 of 20. Can Sander come back in this one? Can Sander van Leeuwen go 2 for 2? I know Isaac and Sander are going to have a great battle if they come into contact with each other. 2.8 now the gap. Curtis now trying everything in the book to get past each other, but looks like both of them are just on dead tires. Now on the drone camera, let's watch this battle from afar.
Sander, you're scaring me.
And there you hear Isaac.
Come here, little boy.
Sander and Isaac.
Please.
Let's keep comms a little bit clear now. We'll watch that battle. And look at that! Sander, a minute .406.
If you are quick enough.
Come on, guys. Final warning for the comms here. We're gonna hop onto the battle very shortly, but Sander is closing in. It's 1.8. He has already gained a second. Oh, Curtis slides it, saves it. Nice save, Curtis.
Thank you.
I know Curtis is sliding that car there.
Keep comms clear.
What?
Nothing.
And now we watch this battle here. Take a look at it now. 1.439. Sander versus Isaac.
The race started already?
Yes, it did.
All right.
We see Sean Lee in the chat. Unfortunately, we are 6 laps to go. Coming to the end here, but this is your battle for the race win. Isaac versus Sander, the Swedish Iceman versus the Flying Dutchman. Who is going to win this one? Bets are open till the final lap. Who is going to take home a race win, maximum points, and possibly the lead of this championship? Sander and Isaac, we saw them earlier coming together a lot in practice. Here you see him flashing the headlights. This is it. This is what it comes down to. 1/10 now separating Martin Webster and Danny Nasir. We look at this battle now really quickly. Both drivers running very quick with each other. And take a look at that. Martin and Sander running identical pace to each other, essentially. But now, Danny Nasir, can he get a good exit around the final corner? Short shifts him to 4th gear. And I don't know if he has the slipstream yet. Marlon Young, an issue for him. He spun it out. No, Marlon Young. Now down into P6. This is not good at all.
Oh, my screen froze.
You're hearing screen freezes from Isaac and Sander. I think we're going to have to watch this battle. It is for the lead after all. This is it. This is what it comes down to. It is Isaac versus Sander. 4 laps to go. Sander now, where does he make his move? Does he do it into turn 1 now? Stays behind him, looks for a move around the outside. Nothing done just yet. I do see a driver behind him. Martin Toth is behind. There you see Sander pulling up to the inside now. And he's gonna have to lift. Isaac is. Sander takes the lead now. Isaac is back. Sander gets a drive-through for cutting. Ladies and gentlemen, Sander's out of this battle. Oh my goodness.
Oh, goodbye.
Plot twist here, ladies and gentlemen. We knew we had a lot of contracts.
Don't hit me.
Sander has a drive-through penalty. Coming to the end of this one. Sander goes to the pits.
I even broke for...
Insane. Hey, you see Oswin saying he's missing the racing here. We can't wait to see you back here, Oswin. But what a plot twist. Sander has lost this race. A drive-through penalty for cutting the track. You cannot make this up. And now Martin Toth has a chance at victory here to extend his championship lead. Yowie wowie. Oh my gosh. Man, this race is amazing. Martin Toth against Isaac Nilsson. Isaac was forced to pushing big time. Klaus cheering his fellow Viking, the newest member of the Valhalla program on Ragnarok. It is Martin Toth against the Swedish Iceman. In fact, now that I think about it, Isaac is also a part of the Valhalla program. It's a Valhalla 1-2 essentially. The Vikings are running strong around Castle Combe. 3 to go. Moves being made down here. Finally, Danny Nasir has gotten the move on Martin Webster. Can Martin Webster send it on the inside? Bit of contact.
Martin, you know better
sliding side by side. You guys are still good. Keep it racing.
Martin, please.
And now back up to this battle here. 2 Martins getting into close battles with each other. Martin Toth is going to show no remorse. And there he goes. Martin Toth onto the inside, takes the lead. Insane race here. And now Isaac down into P2. Mike Van Doren finally joining us here today. Unfortunately, he's not in this battle here. He's a lapped car. Kurt Moss and Sander now fighting each other. Does Kurt pull his elbows out? The Jamaican versus the Flying Dutchman here. Coming up to the braking zone now.
Martin, I beg you.
Come on, guys. Final warning. Sander now trying to make a move for P3. At most, can he just get together and get a podium here? Kurt is defending hard. Huge opportunity for points for him. He missed out on the first race, but now he's a big chance for big points now. Here we go. 2 to go. Martin Webster, issues for him. He spun it out. That's going to be his race over. He's lost that one position.
You can't pass on the outside, bro. On the grass.
Don't block me on the outside then.
Are you crazy, bro?
Was it an illegal overtake?
Yeah, you passed me on the grass.
Just see that position, Sander. Final lap now. And there are tempers flying everywhere. Sander and Kurt battling for P3. Toth and Martin looks like they spread up now. This is it. This is the closest battle we have on track here. It's the battle for the final podium position. It's Kurt versus Sander. Coming up to turn 1 now.
Martin, please.
Sander sends it out to the inside, gets squeezed off by Kurt. Kurt's gonna send it now. He's onto the back straight now. Lewin onto the grass a little bit more. Bumper to bumper. Sander, does he have the move? Can he get it done here? He looks for it, doesn't get it done. Still battling each other. But we can see just a couple seconds before we switch over that Martin Toth is going to come across the line, extending that championship gap. He wins race 2. Isaac coming home in P3, but Isaac coming home in P2. Kurt Moss, though, has he held on for dear life? Yes, he has. Kurt Moss finishes P3, Sander 4, Kurt is 5th.
Of Kurt.
Come on, guys.
What are you talking about, bro?
Let's talk about it after the race here. We'll have a little talk after it.
Yo.
I'm moving right and left.
Yep, we know. We'll talk about it after.
No, I'll speak to you guys. I'm off.
And tempers have flown here. All right, great racing there for that reverse grid. There was a lot of action everywhere you looked. Congratulations to your top 3. Let's start with you, Kurt.
Unofficially,
of course. We'll take a look at all the replays after the race, and we'll come out with the official standings a couple days' time. But unofficially, your top 3: Kurt Moss, Isaac, and Martin Toth. Kurt, we'll start off with you. I know tempers have flown towards the end
left.
of that. No, he's still in the Discord. We know tempers have flown coming to the end of there, so let's try to keep this a little bit peaceful here. Just take us through how that race was.
I really have nothing to say, bro. Honestly.
We know you did have a good battle with him, with Sander coming up to the end there. Just give me your perspective on what that overtake was at the end.
No, he's saying that I don't know if he's saying I intentionally stopped. My tires are dead, so I have to take the corner slower than I normally do. So he ran up on me and he took to the grass and passed me. Like, I didn't block you. Like, I'm
there was space to your left, Sander, and then you moved left.
Sander, can we do the interviews? We can talk after.
Yep, Kurt, you can continue.
Yeah, I took the corner. I'm taking my normal line. So he ran. I don't know if he expect me to just move out of his way because I see him flying behind me. Like, I'm driving my race. So he went to the left and took to the grass. So there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, we understand. And we're going to look at it after the race as well to just double check on that. But other than that, let's just ignore the fact about all that incident there. You got your P3 as well. How was that race on the other end, though? How was that for you?
I got hit in the first part of the race and all. Guys not looking to their right and left and stuff like that. But it is what it is, man. So it was okay for the most part.
I think the best part out of this to come out of it is that you have finished on the podium now. So that's going to be big points for you, especially after missing on that first race.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just a day to just shake off all the cobwebs after that one. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the next couple of races time.
All right, man. Later.
Take care. In P2 now, we have Isaac Nilsson. Isaac, you did not have a single break in that race. Coming to the end there, you had yourself, you had Sander to battle with you. How was that race?
Boring at first, but then it got pretty tense.
I want to know your reaction when it came to Sander actually getting that cut track penalty there, coming to the end there. Did you feel like you were safe?
At first I thought it was intentional. But yeah, I felt pretty safe from him after that.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, yeah, that was a good race for you there coming up to the end. Can I just get your thoughts on that battle between yourself and Martin Toth getting to the very end there?
It wasn't really a battle that much because my tires were completely dead. The car was sparking, but I was scared. I really wanted to win.
Did you think
first win?
You might have even gotten a puncture, maybe.
I thought I was gonna get one.
But still, you finished home in P2 there. That's still a strong result from you there. And that was a very good race.
Finally back on the podium.
Back on the podium for sure. Congratulations, and I think you're going to like the next race.
Very much.
And finally, Martin Toth, don't have a microphone here, but thank you for just reposting what you were saying here. He says, it was a great race, but someone spun me at the beginning in the first corner, so I went in last, but got back up into first. Congratulations to Isaac for second place. I think we have a double, and thank you for making this win possible for me again. Amazing work from Isaac as well. And I got a puncture. It's a good race. Yeah, it is technically a Valhalla 1-2. That was a great race. If you guys want to stay tuned to the Discord chat, I will end off the stream now. And we will talk about the incidents that we had up hand. For you guys at home, thank you for tuning in. We will have the official standings posted on our Instagram and Facebook. Go ahead and follow us. Those links are in the description down below. Discord as well if you want to hop in and join us as well. We're going to end off the stream here. Once again, guys, into the Discord. You guys are free to leave now. If you guys want to stay back, we are going to discuss the incidents at hand. What a race that was. Man, drama, chaos everywhere you looked. We're going to take a look at what had gone down, and we will come back to you guys after it. But what a great race that was. TCR Euro-Asia always giving us a great show out here. Thank you guys for tuning in to the broadcast here. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a sour note with some of the drivers here. They were a little bit upset for what had transpired. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Damn, 12 of you guys watching the stream there. You guys had saw a very good race. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Signing out now. Have a good rest of your evening.